Hey guys, welcome back to Monster Review, where we take a look at different tech tips and how-to videos. I'm Z, and today I have the Wi-Fi smart socket from Amazon. I paid $13 for these, and it comes with two. And just a comparison, here are the three major smart sockets. We got two Belkins. This is the older one. This is the newer model that also gives you some some power usage data. And then we got the TP-Link. Now these three smart sockets work awesome. Sure, they all have their disadvantages and their advantages. This one would probably be the smartest because it also gives you that data for electrical usage. But they're not all perfect. You know, none of these are perfect. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but for the most part they all work. The TP-Link is my newest one. I got this for free by purchasing a Alexa device from Best Buy, and this is what they threw in as a gift. It works just as well as these two. The only problem with it is it's not as mainstream as the Belkin. So like the Belkin, it's supported by much more devices such as SmartThings, Google, and Alexa. The TP-Link is supported by Google and Alexa, but SmartThings doesn't really have full support for it. So yeah, so these two are supported everywhere. This one, not so much. This is going to be a test because I'm not sure what the support is for these. We know right by looking at the box it says works with Amazon Alexa, so I guess that's good. But we're definitely going to test these to see if they're supported by Google and SmartThings. See if I can really bake it into my home automation system, make it work for my home automation system. So yeah, we're going to test the support after looking at the device. But if you're looking for a smart socket and price is not an issue, then definitely go with the TP-Link or Belkin. These work great. I've had them for a year and I have no complaints. Yes, occasionally they won't work. Like for example, you tell Alexa to turn them off and she doesn't. You tell her to turn it on and she doesn't. But if you go into the Alexa app and use the app, they work. Or for the Belkin, if you go into the SmartThings app and use that to control it, they work. Or if you go into their native app and use it, they work. So yeah, there's just certain hiccups that you run into every now and then, but nothing that a power cycle can't fix. So anyway, let's move these original smart sockets out of the way so we can focus more on the Wi-Fi smart socket. Here we go. Here's the name. Let's focus on the Omoton mini Wi-Fi smart ROM Anywhere 2-pack. Control electronics from anywhere using your tablet or smartphone with this smart socket. Turn devices on and off, check status, create schedules, and set timers using the app. Add voice control to any electronic device by pairing with Amazon Alexa. And we're supported by BGNN 802.11 and radio frequencies 2.4 gigahertz, which is fine. So yeah, that's basically it. Now again, the price was $13 for two, and that's a great deal for a Wi-Fi smart socket. But it really depends on how well it plays with the Google and SmartThing ecosystem. We know it works with Amazon Alexa, so there's that. But if you really want to integrate this with your smart home setup, it must have support with SmartThings and Google Now or any other smart automation hub. So, opening the box, we have a Omoton card. Better than you expect. Better than you expect. I guess that's somewhat true because my expectations for this plug is not that great. So if it works, then I guess that's better than I expected, because I don't really know if this is gonna work at all. So we have the manual. Wi-Fi smart socket works with Amazon Echo. Okay, I mean, they've put that all over the place, on the box, on the manual. We get the point. It works with Amazon Alexa.
Thank you for choosing Wi-Fi Smart Socket. The Smart Socket can connect with internet through Wi-Fi wireless network, no matter where you are, as long as you're on the network. You can control the device's on and off status via smartphone apps such as fans, lights, water heaters, and fountain, etc. The socket has timer function and appointment function. Please read the manual before usage.
Okay, so looking at the plug, let's just grab one out of the box here. Very simple design. It kind of resembles a TP-Link. Kinda. This is a light on the TP-Link. This doesn't seem like it has a light, but the power button's in the same place, and the brand is on the same place, Omoton. And then the writing stickers, such as on the bottom here and it's on the back here. So yeah, it's very similar to the TP-Link. Will it work like the TP-Link? That's the question. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to download the app. So you can scan the QR code or you can do a search. So I had my SmartThings app open here and I did a quick search for the Omoton Smart Plug, and it doesn't look like it is supported by SmartThings, which is a bummer. But we may be able to use a custom device handler with the Omoton Smart Plugs to get it supported natively with the SmartThings app. So the name of the app is Smart Life, and that's what I have pulled up right here, the Smart Life. Let's go ahead and install that. Okay, so the app is downloaded and installed, and the first thing we need to do is register. Okay, so once we register, now we can add the device. So now what we got to do is just plug this thing into an outlet. Oh, so we do have some kind of connectivity light right there. It's very similar to the Belkin Wemo switches. Okay, so now that's plugged in. Let's go add device. Okay, so we need this to blink, the Wi-Fi symbol. We need it to blink rapidly, so that's a good thing. So now we open the app, add device, select electrical outlet, power on the device, and confirm the indicator light rapidly blinks. So we confirm that. Okay, so it says connecting now. The socket just cycled. Successfully added one device. Mini Smart Socket. Done. Okay, so it's on right now. It's off. It's on, off, on, off, on, off. Okay. That works like it should. Okay, now let's go ahead and add this smart plug to Alexa. And if you turn the instructions over, it goes into how to link it to Alexa. And basically all you do is go into the Alexa app and look for the Smart Life skill. Let's do that. Okay, enable Smart Life. So now we're gonna have to enter our account information. Alright, Smart Life has been successfully linked. So now what we have to do is Alexa, discover.
Starting discovery. This will take up to 20 seconds.
Okay, so for some reason it failed, but let's see if the socket is added anyway. Oh yeah, the mini smart socket, here it is. On, off, great. Okay, so mini smart socket. Alexa, turn on mini smart socket.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off mini smart socket.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's plug something in, like a light or something, so we can get better visual on camera. Because I don't know if you can see it working with just a socket. So let's plug this bad boy up in it. Here. Alexa, turn on mini smart socket.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off mini smart socket.
Okay.
Turn on mini smart socket.
Okay.
Turn off mini smart socket.
Okay.
Alright, so I think that's enough confirmation that this does indeed work with Alexa. So now, let's see if we can get it to work with the Google Assistant. Okay, so it seems that this smart plug is actually supported by the Google Assistant. I went into the Google Assistant app and I found the Smart Life app for Google Assistant. Let me go ahead and log in with my account here. Alright, there we go. It worked. It added it. So now let's test it out. Hey Google, turn on mini smart socket.
Okay, turning the mini smart socket on.
Hey Google, turn off mini smart socket.
You got it, turning off the mini smart socket.
Okay, so maybe this plug doesn't have native support for smart things, but the fact that it has support for both Alexa and Google is pretty cool. And in my book, for $13 for 2 smart plugs, that's a really good deal, especially seeing now firsthand that it works with both Google and Alexa. You can't go wrong with these plugs. And I tested it over and over again, as you saw on video, and they work pretty good. Let's do one more test. Hey Google, turn on smart plug.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet, but I'm trying to learn.
That's my bad. I forgot the name of this thing. Hey Google, turn on mini smart plug.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
The hell is the name of this thing? Mini smart socket. Okay. I got it this time. Hey Google, turn on mini smart socket.
Sure,
Bam.
turn the mini smart socket on.
There you go. Hey Google, turn off mini smart socket.
Sure, turning the mini smart socket off.
Alexa, turn on mini smart socket.
Okay.
Hey Google, turn off mini smart socket.
You got it, turning off the mini smart socket.
So there you go. I mean, it works. It works with both of them, and it works pretty well, just as well as the Belkin Wemo plugs and the TP Link. So yeah, it's not bad at all. You definitely have a bypass switch here that you can turn this on and off yourself. So that's cool. Just like every other plug, basically. So it looks like this app has its own assistant. Turn off mini smart outlet. Turn off mini smart socket. Turn on mini smart socket. Turn off mini smart socket. So yeah, its own, assistant. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, if you have a lot of these, I can see why you would use it. But if you only have one or two, I mean, it's just faster to just click that. Now the responsiveness of the app is pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of like me at the physical switch turning it on and off. There's almost no delay. So that's really cool. So now this is the main screen. You can add device. You have your socket that's already connected. You have the assistant, and you have scenes that you can create. Now if you go here and click on these 3 dots, you'll have even more settings. You can modify the device name. You can check the network. So if you go check now, what's going to do is going to run a little diagnostic test on the smart things, on the smart plug, which is really cool. I like that feature. Because if it's not working well, you can easily run this test to see if maybe it's a connectivity issue. So yeah, that's really cool. And below that, you can see supported third-party controls. So you can see Amazon Echo and Google Home, because I added it to both of those accounts. You can do device sharing, and basically what that allows you to do is you have significant other, children, or spouse, whatever, you can add them to your app. This is the main app. It's installed on your phone. You can add them and give them access to the smart plug. Basically, they'll have to download the app, and they'll be able to share your account to control the smart socket plug. Then you have device info. You have create group. It's like, if you have a bunch of sockets in the den, you can name all those sockets. You can put all those sockets into a group called den. You have feedback, if you want to write a feedback. And then you have check for firmware update. This is awesome. Firmware updates on the Belkin Wemo switches are awful. God, they're awful. I hate the firmware updates on the Belkin Wemo switch. You'll just be minding your business. If you go in the app to just turn on the socket, bam, you're hit with this new firmware update thing. I like the fact that you can just check the firmware update when you want to, unlike the Belkin Wemo switches. And another thing with firmware is Belkin really needs to get their act together, because 9 out of 10 times I get an update, the device is worse than it was before, but then eventually it gets better with future releases of the update. So they really need to step up their game on their update. It's too early to tell how updates will go using the Omoton smart socket. I just got it, and there's no update, and there's no firmware update as of now. So I'll definitely watch out for that when this thing gets updated to see if, you know, I have the same problem as with the Belkin Wemo switches. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. And then you can remove the device and you go back to your home screen, and there you go. So there you have it, the Omoton smart socket plug. You saw for yourself that it works with both Google and Alexa. You also saw that I picked it up for $12. So if you really want to snag this for that deal, make sure that you don't need this thing, because that's when you snag the best deal. When you don't need something, but you're looking. When you need it, yeah, it's going to be harder to snag a deal. You're going to be tempted to pick it up for, I don't know, $25, which is an okay deal for two. But $12, you can't beat that. So, I mean, if you don't need it right now, but you're on the lookout, definitely save the link that I posted in the description below, and just check it every now and then. Now, if you really want to snag this for $12, I'm going to post another link below the Omoton Amazon link, and that's going to be to a website called CamelCamelCamel. Now, when you click on that link, it's automatically going to take you to a page showing the price history of the Omoton smart plug. Basically, all you're going to do is just add your email address if you want alerts for when this thing drops down to $12. If you don't want to do that, just save the Amazon link for this Omoton smart socket, and then just keep checking it every day, and eventually, you know, you'll catch it at $12 for two. But there you go. That's it for this review. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day. Alexa, turn off mini smart socket.